Hello there, Greg.
Hey, Michael, how are you this
Hey,
morning?
I am well, thank you. Here we are in the dog days of summer, approaching the end of Cellar 287. It closes on August
Already.
16th. Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy? It's going awfully quickly. But
it
Kim
is.
Chen asked us to talk about our last minute picks, and I can tell you that mine run along the lines of our director's picks because they're just so amazing. And my cellar is getting very, very low, so I'll be ordering a bunch this time. First of all, the Joffre, that mixed case of two, I can't believe you were able to find such an incredible wine from Joffre. I'm going to get that, and it's just well, thank you for putting that into a two pack, so it's one of each of those two
You like
bottles.
that, eh? Yeah,
I really like that. It's
yeah.
great. And then I'm completely out of the Fine Boule from De La Jasse from Bruno, and I just love that
Oh,
pink.
and we are
Oh,
in our house.
great! How
We're
close are
down to
you?
our last two. I'll put it up there so everyone can see. We're down to our last two bottles at the house. It
I'm
seems
hopping in the
like
car now.
right every weekend comes around. I find another bottle in the fridge cooling down for
Uh,
people in the backyard.
That's nice. And then my final pick is the Les Evangiles, and it comes with the La Chapelle from Canet. I just love these wines,
We've
and
got
I'm
that the
I'm
last
running
couple
out.
of years.
And
Yeah.
you and I, we took that one bottle of the 2011 to lunch in Toronto recently, and it went over very, very well with our colleagues. So that was terrific. So now I've got to replenish the cellar on that too. So what about you? What you got?
Well, staying with Floris and his family, this has been one of our picks the last 2 or 3 years. We bought it on a whim about 3 years ago. It's Pickpool, and it's a steely white wine. We're down to about our last two or three bottles. It is, if you like Pinot Grigio or Sauvignon Blanc, you like that steely kind of white wine that goes well with shellfish or oysters. That's a great one to have around the summertime. You can see the bottle's a little wet. I pulled it out of the fridge for our conversation this morning. This is our last bottle that we got from last year. So definitely,
And it's in
that's a
that
conversation
beautiful
for
Neptune
here.
bottle, isn't it? Just love that
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then, no surprise to anybody in the office, Katie Jones.
Aha.
Katie Jones. And my wife and I had the opportunity to go to her winery about 3 years ago, and the roads are like goat paths trying to get to the winery, and you can't even find it. She doesn't have a sign out front of the old train station where she is, but she makes these amazing wines. If you barbecue, the wines are all about barbecue. They're nice red, heavy wines with a heavy portion of Grenache, so it kind of balances it out. So my last two picks is the Grenache Noir.
Fantastic.
That is 90-year-old Grenache grapes.
Well, the
And
grapes aren't 90 years old, right? It's the vines, but
yeah,
and
yes, yeah.
yeah, and hopefully the wine's not 90 years old because it might not be okay.
That's
But
2018.
yeah, there you go.
2018. Those are 90-year-old bush vines. So that's kind of a really nice, great wine to have around the house for barbecues. And then my last one, Jones's Fit 2.
Do
And that's a blend that is 100-year-old Carignan, 100-year-old Grenache, and 40-year-old Syrah that you're going to get for this one here. And the age of those vines to blend into this wine for the price that you're getting, that's special.
and that's good to know that those older vines they make a higher quality grape, which makes a higher quality wine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
And,
really
and I
good.
think we're lucky to work with Katie Jones. And I mean, if you follow her on social media, she's about as passionate as you get for a winemaker. And there's a lot of fun going around that
Well,
property.
I know that you bought those 2 barrels of orange wine that she's making that's still on the vine.
Yeah, yeah, that
And so,
conversation was a fun conversation.
yeah.
She tried it last year and was telling us that story, and hadn't decided what she was doing yet for this year. And we said to her, if you do it again, we'd like to buy both barrels. And she said, well, if you'll buy both barrels, I'll get out there and start making
Yeah.
some wine.
And the interesting thing is that like Opimian used to do these kind of futures in the past, and now this is the first future in over a decade, and it's really cool. So if you order this, there's only 600 bottles, 100 cases, and they're over half sold already, and there's a couple of weeks left to go as we tape this thing, and I've got my case already on order,
Oh,
and
I don't have mine.
yeah, we'll
I haven't
see. So
looked at it
there's another one gone, everybody. So yeah, that's a really good choice. It's really fun. So thanks for coming up with that. So all right, everybody. Well, again, it closes on August 16th, so don't be late.
yet.
Talk
We'll
to you
see you
later.
guys all next month.
Bye.